Hi, Gemini. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to a timeless love reading. This is for my twin flames. We're going to see what is going on in this connection, what your twin flame wants you to know with some love messages today. So stay with me. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. Please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. I am a psychic medium and a professional intuitive love and life coach. And this will be a channeled message if you've never watched me before. So I will be speaking with my spirit guides. You will be hearing me talk to them directly and receive messages. So let's see what my spirit guides have for you today. Spirit, I am here with Geminis. If you could please share with me any messages about my twin flames, I am listening for you now. I've been purposely putting myself in places you go just for a chance to see you. So I have a little bit of a stalker feeling. Okay, a little bit of I've been trying to find you, look for you. There's a lot you don't know about me. I've been keeping some things from you. And would you accept my offer if I asked you out? Or I don't know, maybe somebody has their eye on you, or somebody has, I don't know, been holding back. I'm going to say it that way. But at the same time, they're still checking you out, whether it's through social media or they know where you live or they know where you hang out with your friends. It's almost like they just want to catch a glimpse of you just to see what their feelings are, just to see, you know, if you're thinking of them, something like that. The Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and I have an Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so the first thing that jumped out at me was the sense of, I'm going to say, I don't want you to move on. Okay, either they came into your energy very quickly with that night. Maybe it was a little overwhelming. Maybe they were very, they're saying aggressive, confident. What's the other keyword they gave you? Moves at a fast pace. But my Knight of Swords has a tendency to speak their mind, speak their truth. So this knight may have come into your life and just been very forward, you know, almost the sense of embarrassing themselves, like trying to hit on you, okay, hitting on you, and maybe it turns you off. Sometimes twins don't immediately connect. Sometimes they actually repel each other, and it turns into one of those connections where it's like, I actually hated you when I first met you. I thought you were arrogant. I thought you were, you know, foolish. I thought you were acting and saying stupid things, you know. And then it opens up a little bit with the sense of maybe I should give this person an opportunity. Maybe I should give this person the time of day, Spirit just said. They're even saying here a false start. That's interesting. So that you could have gotten off to the wrong foot with this person, or you may get off to the wrong foot with this person. You know, they may turn you off initially, and you may be like, you're just too much. Spirit's saying patience. There's a power struggle at play. Now you're twins, so you're very equal. So neither one of you are going to be able to control the other. And if one of you has an ego that says, well, I'm used to being in control, I'm used to getting what I want, and the other one says, well, you're not going to get it with me, you know, like, I'm not going to sleep with you on the first date. I don't care how hard you try. You know, I don't care who's done it with you in the past. You know, you're not going to do it with me. You know, so there's this kind of a power play going on. And I don't know, it's a little bit of a opposites attracting each other, believe it or not. I have the star, soulmate energy, divine guidance, and illusions. Now, my star is, of course, my dreams coming true, everything that I ever wanted. Now, this whole thing could flip. We could get off to this false start. We could get off to this I don't know, like we just didn't hit it off. Our first date maybe was horrible, or even our first encounter, maybe they said something insulting or rude, or they were trying to tease you, and it was like, oh, please. So maybe your first impression of this person was not good. And I feel like now they're doing some backpedaling. Now they're putting themselves in places to see you again on purpose. Okay, so maybe they feel foolish. Maybe they feel foolish. It's like we share the same mind and heart. Maybe they felt the connection to you, okay, and they blew it. Okay, they blew it that first time. Mind games. You think that they're playing mind games with you. You feel like this is all fun and games for them. And maybe that's why we pushed them away, or we didn't want anything to do with them because I'm not interested in playing games, right? I don't want that in my life. The timing wasn't right for us. Maybe the first time we met, we just didn't make the connection that this could be something so much more. Okay. And it was a false start, and we just kind of walked away and did our own things and put it in a category of, I don't know what that was, but it wasn't going to go anywhere. And then maybe this person never stopped thinking about you. I would give anything if I could just hold you. So there is a sense of I've held you before. There is a sense of, and it could be a past life, I've held you before. It could be I've been fantasizing about you. It could be somebody that literally has a crush on you, or secret admirer, or somebody who has been trying to flirt with you but is kind of not doing it very well, and turning you off. So there's a little bit of I'm a little bit of a fantasy, like maybe they see something in this connection beyond the physical world. Maybe they're feeling it already and they don't know why. And that is a twin connection. Can you feel me with you? Maybe they feel something that isn't in the physical world. That's interesting. Thank you, Spirit. It's this kind of start is hard because everybody wants to have that fairy tale start where it's love at first sight and we can't get enough of each other. There are so many more relationships that start off on the wrong foot, that start off with this kind of weird date or weird one night hookup or a weird introduction. And you're like, what was that? And then down the road, you realize it doesn't matter how you meet or when you meet. It's that Spirit needed you to meet. And that's the part I need you to think about. I feel as if you are leaving me behind. Are we growing apart? Yeah. There could have been some kind of a connection, and maybe one of you are dropping the ball now and saying, I don't see anything here. You're playing games with me. There's a lot of teasing. There's a lot of flirting. There's a lot of, sexual tension. But what's real, right? So I need some kind of real feelings to come forward. I can't be like all fun and games and teasing. So maybe one of you walked away and said, you don't want anything but sex. I'm not doing this. I need something more. And then that person gets pushed away and they realize you're right. I probably made that person feel that way, that I was just using them, or that's all I wanted. But there could have been just a great physical attraction here. Forgiveness. Can you forgive me? Are we growing apart? Can you forgive me? Somebody may be looking for an apology, a renewal, start again. Could be a second chance. I don't even know if you were in a real relationship yet, to tell you the truth. I think that you pushed this person away even before we started something. And it's almost like this person says, all right, you're right, you're right. You know what? I'm going to calm down. I just want to see you again. My intentions are good. I actually am going to, I'm going to call you when I say I'm going to call you. I'm going to show up when I say I'm going to show up. So maybe this person is asking for a second chance. Trust your instincts. What is your intuition saying? Is your intuition saying, I'm connected to this person? I do feel like this particular wolf is very intuitive to me. It's like the lone wolf, this intuitive lone wolf. So maybe you feel that way. You're like, I trust my own intuition. I know what's best for me. I know that this was probably a great physical connection. Maybe I felt something, when we were together, but they didn't prove themselves to you. And that is what they need to do. So let's ask Spirit if they're willing to, are they willing to prove themselves? Are they willing to earn your respect? Because they definitely disappointed you the first time. I'm going to say it that way. Are they willing to, repair the damage and earn your respect? Something like that. I have a Justice card. I want to be fair, right? I want to be fair. I want this to be equal. And my twin flames have to feel like they're equal because they're so in balance with each other that if one person feels that the other one's trying to control them in any way, they immediately bolt. They immediately say, I'm not doing this. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me who to talk to. Don't, when you're not with me, it's none of your business who I'm talking to, like they become very, very defensive. So because they're equals. I have a 4 of Wands, beautiful. So this could even be a formal commitment. It could be a marriage, certainly with the Justice and the 4 of Wands. It could be a future marriage. It could be a future commitment. But even more importantly than that, it's almost the sense of like we're putting stakes in the ground. We're setting ground rules. We have boundaries. Maybe we'll put it in the category boundaries that maybe the second time around, we're like, okay, you're right. I'll give you a second chance. I admit that we have something here. I don't know what it is, but I admit we have something here. You blew it the first time, but here are the new rules. Here are the new rules, right? Here are the boundaries moving forward. So there could be something very serious going on with that. Like, this is what I expect from you. You're going to have to earn my love. Ace of Wands, I want to earn your love. These are like riddle chart cards. So it says, smile through life and you'll be a happy angel. Okay. So an Ace of Wands is, I can't deny that I have feelings for you. I can't deny that you were put in my life for a reason. I haven't stopped thinking about you since we met. I haven't stopped thinking about you since you pushed me away for good reason. Okay. I know why you pushed me away. I know why you blocked me. I know why you didn't return my call. But at the end of the day, I still am thinking about you. I still am very interested in you, right? Wheel of Fortune, destiny, fate. If I could, do it all over again, just came into me. It's like, if I could do our first meeting all over again, or our first couple times together, if I could, I don't know. I want to make it up to you is how I feel. I want to make it up to you. Let me show you that that's not who I truly am. Let me show you that there's more to me than that, something like that. So Spirit, are they sincere? Are they sincere? Are they being honest with their feelings? Is this twin flame worth it? Is this twin flame worth it? I will open up more. I promise. I want to show you that there's more to me, right? I want to show you that there's more to me is how I feel. Sometimes I feel like it's not possible for you to care as much as you say you do, like it's not real. And one day the truth will be revealed. I'm just staying prepared. So a little bit of a guarded scenario, like I'm afraid that somebody who loves me or would care about me is going to leave me. There could be some abandonment issues with your person. Maybe they've been left in the past, or old childhood wounds of abandonment. Maybe they've never had anybody be there for them. Thank you for being you, my light in the dark. Okay, so they see you as a light. They see you as as a beacon of light. That's nice. I am constantly seeing signs connected to you. That feeling we had right from the beginning of like, I'm kind of stalking you, I'm kind of watching for you, I'm kind of keeping my eyes open for you. So, yeah, you get somebody in your head, you can't get them out of your head, and all of a sudden the universe starts to talk to you. You literally can drive by each other, in a car, and it's because there's a million people on the road, but you see each other in the car. It's crazy. Crazy stuff happens. A soulmate energy. We have a special connection, my love. We've done this before. Could be soulmates, twin flames. Twin flames in this cycle of trying to find each other, trying to figure it out, trying to not have that conflict. And that conflict came right from that beginning, right in the beginning of a new cycle, so we've done this before. And then somehow we manage, we get through. Please pleasure takes on a whole new meaning with you. So they're satisfied with you sexually, probably. You guys, twin flames are great sexually. I mean, their chemistry's off the charts usually. Usually that's, a part of the problem is that you're so into each other that it's hard to say no. So, that I'm not surprised at. I feel like you deserve way more. And it's almost a sense of now I'm going to show you. Now I'm going to give it to you. Like, you didn't deserve how I treated you, okay? However they treated you, which was enough for you to say, I'm not doing this. Go do whatever you got to do. But I'm not doing this, okay? And they know that. They know that they didn't treat you with respect. They know that they didn't, honor you, Spirit just said. So they're going to have to step to the plate and change. Spirit, what are they going to do? What else is going on in this connection? What do you want to share with me? Protection, a protective eye. They are keeping an eye on you. They definitely are. This person's definitely either, asking about you, if you have mutual friends, if you have social media, they're definitely keeping their eye on you. Chosen, maybe they're thinking that someday you're going to be a bride, or that's how I see you, is I do see a future with you. So I have a feeling this is going to come back around. It's not going to be so hurtful and painful as it was. The first impression was not good. And this is going to start to take off like a rocket ship. Okay, I'll take that. Let's go for drinks. That came into me as like, let's talk. Let's go for drinks. Like somebody just reaching out to you and saying, hey, just give me another chance. Let's talk. Let's just have a couple of drinks, see how we feel. So don't be surprised somebody wants to just catch up with you and just, talk. You're going to discuss the ghosting. If somebody, I didn't deserve it. You cut me off. You walked away. You stopped calling me. I haven't talked to you since the last time we were together. All of a sudden you want to have drinks, so we got a lot on the table here. We had those feelings of, new rules, new boundaries, and then we can move forward. Okay. That you felt like they were hiding something. Certainly if they weren't calling, I don't think they were hiding something. I don't think that there's a third party involved. I feel like they were just foolish. I really do. I think that they were just acting, immature and foolish and, were afraid to be in an adult relationship. And now they've realized like they've made their mistake. All I see is love. So they're trying to focus on what is in front of them. So that's good. And then here's the messages. Here's the message coming in for, meet me for drinks. Let's talk. Okay. And instead of that aggressive feeling that I had in the beginning where it was just all too much. I feel like this person is doing some serious backpedaling. They're going to have to prove their love. That is how I feel. They are going to have to prove their love to you. They're going to have to prove that they want to be in a relationship, a real relationship, what they're going to do about it, what that means to them. And then if they answer all of those questions correctly, then we give them a chance. We give them another chance. Okay. So that's how I feel. I have a 2 of Wands. We have a decision to make about our future. It's not just their future, it's your future. Okay. The ball is always in your court, my Gemini. All right. So just, we'll make a decision together that it has to be better this time. 9 of Pentacles. I want to feel secure in this connection. I don't want to think that you're just going to turn around and not talk to me or leave or act weird or, I've got to know that this is going to be, if I'm going to put time into this, that this is going to be real. So I want to feel secure. 5 of Wands. I don't want to fight. I don't want a battle between us. I don't want to struggle in this connection. And that twin flames have a tendency to go to battle. They do. They have a tendency to do that. 6 of Pentacles. I will give to you if you give to me. I'll be more than happy to share my life with you, share my time with you, share my body with you. But I've got to know that it's equal. Everything about a twin flame is it has to be equal. If it's not equal, you feel like somebody's using you, or it's just this imbalance, and it's just a horrible feeling. King of Cups, fascination. They can't get enough of you, all right? So even at the end of the day, a little bit of, they're saying fascination, but I will add a little bit of fantasy to that. I will add a little bit of I have been, because there was that feeling of like, I secretly admire you. I secretly think of you. I may be secretly stalking you. And then I have the Sun, and the key word they're giving me on this deck is clarity. So this person's going to step to the plate, say, I'm going to prove to you once and for all that we have something here and I'm worth it. Okay. And it is going to become a little bit more clear. It will become that you trust their words this time, Spirit just said. So for those of you that are willing to give somebody a second try, a second chance, I'm going to say they're going to try to prove their worth to you. They're going to try to prove that they were a jerk. They were a jerk, and they deserve to be ghosted or shut off or pushed away. And you could have been the one that pushed them, and they know why. So they've learned their lesson, and now they're apologizing. My love for you will never die. Okay, so there's already love here. I hope you feel the same way. I hope you feel the same way. I really do love you, and I want you in my life. I want you in my life. So that's important. Like, I'm not ready to walk away from whatever we have, because it's obviously it hasn't been working. But I'm still not ready to walk away from it. Like, I want to give this a chance. There's no doubt in my mind that we belong together. I love that, because that King of Cups who is fantasizing a little bit, who is fascinated, they're saying a fascination. King of Cups is I just, emotionally feel secure. I emotionally am there for you. But the bottom line is there's no doubt that we belong together, right? So when you start to feel that way, you do go to kind of the ends of the earth to figure it out. You do keep trying, Spirit just said. It's a sense of Spirit saying, I've brought you together for a reason. You guys have to find out the reason, okay? Whether it's we're meant to share our life together. I want to be the one you run to, not run from. Beautiful. Spirit's bringing you together for a reason. So you guys owe it to yourselves to find out that reason. I put on a mask and never let you see the real me because I was afraid you would leave me. So maybe there was some, pushing away in the beginning, a little bit of a overwhelming feeling like my ego took over. I wasn't going to be vulnerable. All of those things start to take place, right? I can't think straight around you. So there comes in the confusion of, why do I feel like this for you and I don't feel this way about anybody else, right? And that's what twins do. They make us a little bit obsessive to the point where we don't trust our own judgment. And that is where the fear comes in. You start to think, I've never been this obsessed with anybody, and I'm acting irrational. This is not normal thinking. And it really is. It's because your twin has come back into your life and the energy is just so overwhelming. It's okay. I grew up with bad role models. I'm not sure I know how to give and express the love you deserve. But I do feel like they want to learn and I do feel like they want to try. Like they know that you deserve so much better and they weren't giving you what you deserved. So they know that that's part of the problem. I need you to make the first move. Maybe you were the one that blocked them. Maybe you have to unblock your phone. Like they can't get a hold of you because they try. Your phone's disconnected. So maybe you just have to make a move so that there's a way to communicate. It could be as simple as that. I feel like I have been missing you my whole life. When you find your twin, it is a connection like no other. And it is a sense of all those goofy things that people say, like you complete me and, and you're the missing piece of the puzzle. It's like, it's true, right? It's true. You make me feel complete. You make me feel whole, right? And it's hard to define it. I just want to see you smiling with true happiness. That's sweet. So the decision is theirs, well, it's both of yours. You both have to be all in, right? Because it's so equal. So you both have to want this. But I do feel like the decision is coming. It's the sense of, if I make you happy, I want you to be with me. Okay. If I don't make you happy, then I understand, because at the end of the day, I just want you to be happy. Right. So the decision is here. And I just want to see you smiling with true happiness. I love that, because anybody who wants the best for you truly does love you. Somebody who says to you, no matter what, I will always love you. No matter what, I will always be there for you. That's the person who truly loves you, even if you're not together. So let's put this out into the universe. Let's ask Spirit to guide you. I want to thank Spirit for this reading. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. If you'd like to book a private intuitive love reading with me one-on-one, I will put my website links in the description below.